Let's take a look at nature. Amazingly, nature is not showing itself randomly. It also shows us many confirmed numbers. Of course, there are exceptions. This nature's course of action is repetitive in very efficient and safe manner. That is why we can say nature is predictable. Of course, it indicates some interesting numbers. Humans have found those numbers and used them in architecture, music, and industry. This material is made to help you understand how we can come up with our forecasting engine by looking into nature. The first component of our forecasting engine is collective intelligence. If you notice salmon that returns for laying their eggs, you can tell it is September. It is not one salmon we are talking about. There are thousands of them. Thousands of swallows are the symbol of spring, and water buffaloes in Africa cross rivers in June. They all are massive, and everyone can feel the change. Like all of them, nature gives you non-reversible yet confirmed signal by its collective intelligence. Ants are other good examples to find collective intelligence. Ants find the most effective path, yet in the fastest manner, to get to the food by trial and error. I mean the fastest manner. Fancy way to put, we call it Fermat's principle. Ants actually use Fermat's principle. Let's see the first logic of our engine by using collective intelligence. We call it CRIS engine. Here is an example from stock market. In every sector, we can classify strong stocks, weak stocks, and middle stocks. In early stage, when the market is bearish, weak items go into sell signal, the blue area of our CRIS. Then, when the sector is turning up, the strong item gets into buy signal and the rest follows. These 8 items in a specific sector move just like ants move. Like ants, find the most effective path in the fastest manner by their collective intelligence. The real force of financial market can be found by our collective intelligence in very fast yet smart way. Eventually, we have experienced and confirmed the Granville's theory revealed in 20 years ago, that the real power of the market is analyzed by processing the number of new highs and new lows. The last graph is the real feature of CRIS engine. When the color turns pink, we know it is time to buy. By the way, for the record, we classified thousands of cryptocurrency into 49 sectors, examples like finance, fourth industry, and sharing economy. Our engine will find the strongest sector and invest strong coins in the sector. It will definitely help you increase stability and profitability. Let's talk about another component of our forecasting engine, the law of inertia. If you see rains or snow or even hail, you know how nature stores force and uses them up. Interestingly, this process of storing and using up force is very similar to what we see in financial market. Why? The reason was revealed by behavioral economists, who recently became Nobel laureates in a few cases. Among them, some argued that law of inertia will work not only in a physical world, but also in a social world. Throughout the theory background and consideration of nature, we built Helper Engine and proved that all short-term, mid-term, and long-term inertia move in the same direction. Once again, with our Helper Engine, we can make our own judgment of box and trend. Still, you can see how the inertia works from other great companies' charts, like Samsung, Google, Amazon, and Apple. Yes, that's right. We have made a forecasting engine based on those two aspects of collective intelligence and law of inertia. Our CRIS engine and Helper engine can find irreversible signals and eventually come up with highly pure predictions just like nature. Data will be signals through our forecasting engine, and people will get confidence in finance market. Unfortunately, asset markets are reaching a dead end currently. I mean, theoretically, if the interest rate rises, most of assets' value fall. We strongly suggest you protect your valuable assets in this high-risk environment with our nature-inherited forecasting engine. Thank you for watching this, and please join us.